Hello, and welcome to Instant English Tips.
The podcast that helps you speak English with clarity and confidence.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Mark.
In today's episode, how to sound polite in English without sounding strange.
We'll explore practical, real-life English you can start using right away.
Have you ever asked someone for a favor and worried you sounded too direct?
Or said, "Can you?" and felt like the other person seemed surprised or even annoyed?
You're not alone. Many English learners struggle with sounding polite because English politeness is often about how you say something, not just what you say.
And the good news? You don't need fancy words. Just a few small changes can make your English sound much more natural and kind.
By the end of this episode, you'll know 3 simple, everyday phrases that native speakers use to sound polite without sounding stiff, robotic, or strange.
Let's start with our first phrase, I was wondering.
This is one of the most useful softening phrases in English. It makes your request sound gentle and curious, not demanding.
For example, I was wondering if you could help me with this email.
Or, I was wondering what time the meeting starts.
Notice how it doesn't sound like a command. It sounds like you're inviting the other person to respond without pressure.
And it works in almost any situation, work, school, or with friends. Our second phrase is, would you mind?
This is a classic, but many learners use it incorrectly. The key is always use the ing form after it.
So you say, would you mind closing the window?
Not, would you mind to close the window?
And if someone says, yes, I mind, that means they do not want to help.
But don't worry, most people will say no, not at all, which means they're happy to help.
Try it in daily life. Would you mind passing the salt? Or, would you mind repeating that?
Now, our third phrase is even simpler. Could you possibly?
Adding possibly makes your request sound extra gentle, almost like you're giving the other person an easy out.
For example, could you possibly send me the file today?
Or, could you possibly speak a little more slowly?
It's especially useful when you're asking for something that might be inconvenient.
And yes, it's perfectly natural. You'll hear it in offices, cafes, and even on customer service calls.
But what if you're not making a request? What if you just want to disagree politely?
Great question. A simple trick is to start with, I see what you mean, but...
This shows you listened and that you respect their view before sharing yours.
For example, I see what you mean, but I think we should wait one more day.
Or, I see what you mean, but I'm not sure that's the best idea.
It's much softer than just saying no or I disagree.
Now, let's talk about a very common mistake.
Many learners say, can you help me?
And technically, that's correct. But in many situations, especially with strangers, at work, or with teachers, it can sound a little abrupt.
Native speakers often soften it. So instead of can you, they say could you or would you be able to?
Could you help me already sounds more polite than can you help me?
And would you be able to help me sounds even more considerate because it acknowledges that the other person might be busy.
It's a small word change, but it makes a big difference in tone.
Another mistake, overusing very to sound strong.
For example, that's very kind of you.
It's not wrong, but it can sound a bit flat or even childish.
Native speakers often use more specific words. That's really kind of you, or that's so kind of you.
Even better, thank you. That means a lot.
This sounds warm, personal, and genuinely appreciative.
Let's not forget intonation, how your voice rises and falls. Even the politest phrase can sound rude if your voice is flat or sharp.
Try to speak with a gentle, rising tone at the end of requests. For example, could you pass the water? Sounds friendly.
But could you pass the water? Sounds impatient.
So practice your tone just like you practice words.
Now, here's your practice challenge for this week.
Choose just one of these phrases. I was wondering, would you mind, or could you possibly?
Use it in a real conversation or even in a text message.
For example, text a friend,
I was wondering if you're free this weekend?
Or email a colleague, would you mind reviewing this draft?
Small practice leads to big confidence.
And if you'd like, write your sentence in the comments below. We'd love to see how you're using it.
Before we finish, let's recap.
To sound polite in English, focus on softening your language, not using formal words.
Use phrases like, I was wondering, would you mind, and could you possibly?
Avoid blunt requests like, can you, when a softer option works better.
And remember, tone matters as much as words.
Politeness in English isn't about perfection, it's about showing respect and consideration.
And you're already doing that by learning these small, powerful changes.
Keep going. You're building real communication skills, one phrase at a time.
If you found this episode helpful, please like the video. It really supports our channel.
And don't forget to subscribe to Instant English Tips for new episodes every week.
Tap the bell so you never miss a lesson.
We also post daily shorts with quick tips, perfect for busy learners.
Thanks for listening.
See you next time on Instant English Tips.